Hello. Hey, sweet people. Welcome to another episode of Inglês no Rádio. This is Foster coming to you live from Portugal in the basement of a co-working with a lot of noise happening around me. Just two quick things before we get started with the show today. Number one, Alexia and I are going to take a break for the holidays. We need it. We need to relax, just take a break, to be honest, after this year, after 2020. We need a break. So we are going to play some of our favorite episodes, and I think you will really enjoy listening to them for the first time or revisiting them. As I always say, repetition is the way that you really learn a language. So I hope you enjoy them. Also, if you want to really improve your English during this holiday season, you can do that at inglesnuecru.com with a special discount for the holidays. All you have to do is type in on your phone or your computer inglesnuecru.com and you can learn with me and Alexia and do it with a special discount. And it'll be a lot of fun. We can stay cozy and warm together during this holiday season. Okay, guys, I'm going to stop talking now. We will get on with the show after a quick word from our sponsors.
No mês de dezembro, todas as pessoas que criarem uma conta gratuitamente no Cambly vão ganhar um pacote que se chama Cambly Fluency Pack. Então você que ainda não fez uma conta no Cambly, ou então quer dar de presente para alguém, né? Você pode ir lá, criar essa conta e automaticamente vai ganhar o Cambly Fluency Pack. Mas Alexia, o que é esse pack? O que é isso? O que tem dentro? É um super guia com 9 módulos. Tem material de gramática, apostila de exercício, espaço para tirar dúvida com os tutores nativos do Cambly e um guia para se preparar para uma entrevista internacional. E, claro, uma aula particular de 20 minutos com o professor nativo do Cambly. Isso tudo é só usar o nosso código, que é Inglês no Cru 2021, ao criar uma conta no Cambly. E, gente, fiquem atentos porque é por tempo limitado, tá? Não vai perder essa chance. Então vai lá. Tá tudo aqui na descrição do nosso episódio. Cambly.com, o aplicativo Cambly. Vai lá, cria uma conta, coloca o nosso código Inglês no Cru 2021 e aproveitem, tá bom? Now, on with the show. Hi, Foster.
Hey, Emma.
What?
How did I do with the Cambly ad?
You were great.
I get very nervous with the Cambly ads.
Why?
I don't know. I'm not good at marketing, I think. Not sure. But anyway, Emma, it seems like you're a little cold right now.
Yeah, no, not really. I'm not cold here at all. But usually, Porto is colder than Rio.
Yes, that is undeniably true. So nowadays it's kind of hot in Porto right now. Alexia is kind of cold in the building that we're in right now because she's very sensitive to temperature.
I am.
But in Brazil, it's freezing.
Yes.
So I am hearing, at least.
Yeah, I've been getting messages on Instagram from our followers / listeners. And they are all like, today in Santa Catarina is really cold. São Paulo is 1 degree Celsius and Petrópolis is -1 Celsius. And it's like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, so that is crazy, first of all. And second of all, I thought, well, hot damn, Alexia, that sounds like a podcast episode.
I said that.
I said hot damn. So talking about temperature.
This is my idea.
Do you know what hot damn means?
Uh-huh.
What?
Caramba.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit more vulgar or a little bit stronger than caramba. Use with caution, proceed with caution. But we thought it would be a good topic to talk about the cold.
Yes, so let's talk about the cold, which I like the cold a lot.
Yes, Alexia likes the cold more than me.
Yes, but I've never lived in a place.
I've never lived.
Lived in a place.
Lived.
With cold weather, like...
All year round?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, I really haven't either, but there is a big difference between cold and really cold.
Uh-huh.
Like, live in New York during the winter, that's not fun.
Well, it's the same as Porto. We are in the same line.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So one thing I think a good place to start, Alexia, is the difference between cool and cold.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the word cool, which can be cool, legal, awesome. But also it can be, it's really cool outside, or it's cooling down outside. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
So what do you understand if I say, yeah, it's a little bit cool outside?
Tá friozinho.
Yeah. Cool normally is saying that it depends on the context a little bit. Like if it's summer and you say, actually, it's a little bit cooler outside.
Fresquinho.
That doesn't mean friozinho, but it just means less hot.
Yeah, it would be fresco, fresquinho.
Yeah. And so most of the time, cool is a relative term. But if I just say, it's a little cool outside, that probably means you might need to take a jacket. It's not super hot.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I can never say cool weather, right?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah?
Yeah, you could say, nah, that does sound like tempo legal. Yeah, they have really cool weather in Porto. Yeah, you could say, nowadays it's been cool, maybe, perhaps. But yeah, not super common.
Okay.
Okay. And then cold, I think you and most of our listeners will understand. Cold is just cold.
Uh-huh.
Right? Can also be a relative term, but in general, cold is cooler than cool.
Mm-hmm.
Are you following me?
Yes, I am.
Okay, let's take it a step farther. If it's super, super cold, what could you say, Alexia?
Hot damn freezing.
Hot damn freezing. No, that doesn't make any sense.
No, just freezing.
Yeah.
It's freezing outside. It's freezing right now.
Yeah.
I am freezing.
Yeah. So freezing, again, this could be a subjective or an objective adjective. So if you say it's freezing, that could literally mean that it is cold enough to produce ice outside. So below 32 degrees Fahrenheit or below 0 Celsius, right?
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time when people say it's freezing, they are just saying that to say it's really, really cold, right?
Yeah, which I say a lot.
Alexia says it's freezing when it's like 24 degrees Celsius.
No.
But there's this
nowadays
slight
I'm better.
breeze.
No, nowadays I'm better. I would say I'm freezing with 10 degrees Celsius nowadays.
Yeah, okay. Just one thing, Alexia, you pronounced it correctly right now, but a lot of my students I've heard say Celsius, but it's Celsius. With the schwa sound at the end. Cool.
And how do I say the other option? Fahrenheit, right?
Fahrenheit. So a mistake that I'm seeing with so many of our students just recently, I'm noticing this more for some reason. When you say Fahrenheit, the first part, Fahren, you have the final N sound. So to produce this sound, the tip of your tongue is touching the top of your mouth, the roof of your mouth, and that's how you're closing that sound, okay? So when you say in, like I am in the kitchen, it's the same thing, Fahren. Can you say that for me? Fahrenheit. Perfect. Awesome.
Fahrenheit.
Okay. Just a couple of other vocabulary words having to do with the cold, Alexia. Do you know what it means when I say it's sleeting outside?
It's what?
Sleeting.
I was waiting for the really next one from our list. And I was ready. Yes, I know, but no, I don't. I don't
You don't know what sleet is?
No.
Sleet is simply freezing rain. In general, I would say sleet is when there's a little bit of ice mixed with the rain.
But it's not snowing? I don't get it.
Brazilians.
Oh.
Okay, so sometimes it rains and it gets very cold, and some of that rain turns into ice and not snow.
Granizo.
Yeah,
That's
granizo
sleet?
would be hail. Okay?
Okay, you Americans or anyone else who lives in a cold place who has sleet, it's only hail. What's the difference between hail and sleet?
Hail is referring to the ice that is actually falling. In general, when it's hailing or there's a hailstorm, that means just ice is falling from the sky. Sleet is generally referring to a mixture that it's mostly raining, but perhaps there's a little bit of freezing rain also involved.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
No, I'm not convinced. One day I'll have to experience that, and then I'll come to you guys and say, yes, it exists.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about this advanced vocabulary for why do we have a different word for hail and for sleet? When you experience that stuff in real life, you need a word to differentiate it.
Yeah. So let's see. Can't wait for the cold weather.
Cool. Alexia, any other vocabulary with the cold weather?
Yeah, so snowing, right?
Oh, it's snowing. Yeah, of course.
Everyone knows, I think. And frente fria, which is cold front.
Yes, a cold front.
Front.
Yes. So again, this is the schwa sound, fra, and then you have that final N sound. So the tip of your tongue is touching the roof of your mouth. Front.
Front.
Yes, so many of our students say front, the same way that you said it right now. The correct pronunciation is front.
Front. And snowstorming.
Sorry?
Snowstorming.
Yeah, we would not say snowstorming.
Snowstorm.
Yeah, we could say there's a snowstorm. But if you're saying a snowstorm, we would probably use the word blizzard.
Yeah.
Do you know that word?
Yeah, I do. And there is another question that I would like to make. To ask you.
We were almost done with the show, Alexia, and you come in bringing that shit into my house. What is that, meu Deus? We do not make or do questions. In English, we ask questions, Alexia.
I would like to ask you a question.
Okay.
If that's okay. When you wake up, when it's cold, and you wake up and there is that on the plants, that thingy.
Mm-hmm.
What's the name of that?
Do.
What?
Do.
Do.
Just like do. Do you want to make a question? Do. But we spell it D-E-W. Like Mountain Dew.
Okay.
Yeah.
But how do I say that? Oh, there is a lot of dew. There is dew.
Yeah.
It's dewing.
It's not dew. No. Normally I would just say like there's dew on the plant or something like that. But we also have the word mist, which can be a more versatile word. So dew is just referring to the condensation that occurs on plants when it's kind of cold. Mist outside is just referring to like, it's misty, like there's a little bit of water everywhere.
Okay.
So a small difference.
Okay, I'm done with my questions.
Okay, just to end on a positive note, Alexia has been studying English for almost 30 years now, and she made one of the most beginner's mistake, something that you would learn in your first week of English class. So she's still making those mistakes and still willing and available to come on the podcast and speak to hundreds of thousands of Brazilians making those kinds of mistakes.
So follow my example and go outside, speak as loud as you can, because it's only speaking that you learn.
Only through speaking that you learn. Okay, cool. Alexia, thanks a lot. I will see you tomorrow.
Muito obrigada por ter escutado mais um episódio aqui do Inglês de Necrorádio. É muito bom ter você juntinho assim de nós. Faz muito, muito carinho no nosso coração, digamos assim. Então você que está interessado em saber mais sobre os nossos produtos e saber mais sobre a gente, o que a gente oferece para vocês em relação a estudo, a challenge, a curso, vá lá no inglesdenegro.com e você pode ver mais sobre as worksheets, por exemplo.
Yeah. If you want to really improve your English, if you want to learn more about the ways you can do that and just connect with us on a deeper level, go to inglesdenegro.com. And as always, keep up the good fight.
And lose well.
See you guys tomorrow.
Bye.